Hi guys, this is Shy Swede, and in this video I'm going to give you some examples on where I think it's worth to spending your hard-earned gem in Raid Shadow Legends, especially if you're free to play as I am. It's kind of hard sometimes to decide where to spend your gems, so I'm going to give some recommendations from my experience. Probably where you will always spend most of your gems is in the shop. You go down to shop here and you have something called the gem shop, and here you can buy things with the gems. You can buy XP boost, you can buy full energy, classic arena fill, tag arena fill, shards, clan boss keys, potion packs and name changers. Out of all these, where I recommend you to spend your money it's a little bit different depending on where in the game you are and what your target is, but the two main things that I spend my gems on is the big shard packs to get new heroes and the full energy refill. If you feel like you're in a place where you have a lot of champions you want to level up to level 60, then I recommend you to use the full energy, because energy is what you need to be able to upgrade your heroes and so on, and get silver to get better gear and all of that stuff. But if you are like me and you really like getting new heroes and new champions all the time, I would recommend you to save up and so you can buy the big shard packs, because this is very useful, especially when the ancient shard ×2 events are coming up. As you see, I have right now saved up almost 3,000 gems, and I'm expecting a new event coming up here, so I can buy at least 3 of these packs. And you get 11 ancient shards per pack, so that's 33 shards, which increases my chances to get good epics and with some luck maybe a legendary as well. The next thing you can spend your gems on is the gem mine. I would definitely recommend doing this if you are in the game in long term. It's going to cost you 1,500 gems to upgrade it to level 3. It's 500 gems per level. But if I remember it right, it's 90 days and you will have earned all of your gems back. And every single gem that is produced in the gem mine after that is just free gems. So in the long run, this is definitely worth it, and I think you should save up the 1,500 gems so you can unlock and upgrade the gem mine to max. Another thing you can upgrade with gems is the marketplace. When you first start out, there is only a few of these slots unlocked in the marketplace, and the rest of them are locked, and you need to spend gems to unlock them. I also think that early on this is kind of worth it. I did it, and I have actually been able to buy a bunch of ancient shards in the marketplace thanks to this, which I would have not been able to do if I didn't have them, because they would have been locked the slots. So also I recommend you to save up the gems that you need to have to upgrade your marketplace. One thing I do not recommend to spend your gems on is refreshing the marketplace. I mentioned it in an earlier video that I spent some gems on this, and I do not think it's worth it, because the chance of getting something that is actually worth buying is quite small. So do not recommend to use this. Another thing that I did spend my gems on that I also recommend that you do is opening up the rest of the slots in the Sparring Pit, so you can always have 5 heroes in the Sparring Pit. The thing is, as a free to play, you will always have champions where you can't level up with your energy, because there's always gonna be too many, and unlocking these is going to save you energy. In the long run, it's gonna save you gems as well. I have not upgraded them further than the first level, because I don't think that is worth it. I haven't really done any research, so if you have any comments on that, please let me know if I actually should upgrade them further than level 1. But where I'm at right now, I feel like it's not worth it. but it's totally worth it having them at least unlocked. The next place where you can use your gems, which I also have done a couple of times, is in your champions. Let me find one where I have not unlocked all the masteries. You can actually buy all the tomes you need for unlocking all the masteries. If you go here and you can click get all scrolls, and you can buy everything you need for 800 gems. I have done this a couple of times, mostly because I could not be bothered with the kind of long grind you need to do to get all the tomes needed to upgrade all your masteries. As a free-to-play, I think nowadays that it is better to just grind it out and get the tomes through the Minotaur lair instead of just buying them. You can use the gems in better places. There is 2 more places where you can use your gems. I do not recommend doing either of them. The first one is the arena. The arena, you can refresh your opponents for 5 gems each time. It's only 15 minutes between a free refresh, so I do not think that it is worth doing the refresh unless you're really high tier and is fighting in the platinum arena. Then it's probably going to be necessary if you want to stay in platinum. But as free to play as it is now, you're never going to make it to platinum. So I wouldn't be bothered with doing any gem refreshes. I have done that as well in the past when I was really into the arena and tried to find good opponents. But I don't think it's worth it. You can use those gems in better places. The last place you can use gems is also in the shop. There is the place in the shop called Bank. You can buy silver here for gems. This is also something that I have never done. I have actually never even considered doing this because gems is way harder to come by than silver. You get silver for doing almost anything in the game, and yeah, it's just not worth it spending gems on silver. There's so much more useful things to spend your gems. So how do you get gems in the game? There's a few ways to get gems. Of course, there's the daily quests. If you finish all the daily quests every day, you get 10 gems. There's one of the rewards for the monthly quests is going to give you 100 gems, so that's once a month. And also you can get gems in the tournaments and the events going on. Always go to the tournaments and events to check what the rewards are in those, to see if there's levels where you can reach depending on where you're in the game now. It's always worth to check it out and try to reach as far as you can in those tournaments and events. So that was a few tips on where to spend your gems, especially from a free-to-play perspective. And I hope you enjoyed it, and if it's been helpful, please give me a subscribe and a like. Thank you.